Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDN TV Nigeria. Click on the subscribe button and be the first to get notifications.
Leaders and environmental rights advocates from the oil-rich Niger Delta region have taken their campaign for environmental justice to the global stage, calling for stronger measures to address the destruction of livelihoods caused by oil and gas activities in the region. Speaking at the recently concluded COP29 climate summit in BAKU, Azerbaijan, they emphasized that the scale of environmental degradation in the Niger Delta is monumental and demands increased funding for deliberate and urgent action to support vulnerable communities.
Building on the resolutions from COP28 in Dubai, the United Arab Emirates, last year, where parties reached a resolution to phase out fossil fuels, COP29 in Azerbaijan focused on crucial issues such as mobilizing finance for developing countries to tackle rising global temperatures and other climate change-related issues. Representatives from Nigeria's oil-rich Niger Delta region at the conference highlighted the urgent need for collaborative efforts and partnerships to address the harsh realities faced by their communities.
We are suffering dual or triple tragedy: environment despoiled and gone, livelihoods dislocated, and yet we are talking of transition. So what happens to our people and our communities the day after oil and gas? So that's a big challenge. Leaders of our people, all our people, need to avert their minds to.
So we are looking at opportunities that are created by blue economy and seeing how we can get partnerships, national partnerships, international partnerships, to be able to mitigate and be able to adapt to the impact of climate change.
The Bayelsa State Oil and Environment Report, officially unveiled just a few weeks ago, was also presented at one of the events during the summit. Findings in the report revealed that an average of 1.5 barrels of crude oil, which is an equivalent of about 238 liters, had been spilled for every child, man and woman in Bayelsa State, while in some parts of the state and the Niger Delta, this figure is reportedly 5 times higher. Given the scale of this environmental devastation, which is now compounded by worsening climate conditions, Nigeria's Minister for Environment, Balarabe Lawal, acknowledged the urgent need for decisive actions in the Niger Delta region.
We are going to push strongly for this issue of loss and damage fund, because eventually, if we get out of fossil fuel, Bayelsa will be the most affected, apart from the other river state, delta state, and rest. So we are working on this, the state environment of each state, trying to address the peculiarity of the state.
Meanwhile, environmental rights advocates from the region who were also present at the event voiced their opposition to the activities of international oil companies in the region and called for an accelerated transition plan to cleaner and renewable energy alternatives.
Science has shown that we cannot afford to burn all the known reserves of oil and gas and coal unless we want to destroy the planet. And so to just unite the world means take real climate action. Copy from the Ogonis, who from 1993 decided to keep the oil in the ground. Let's rebuild the world. Let's give the world opportunity to recover.
Also at COP29, a prominent Niger Delta business mogul, High Chief Enahoro Ita, called on foreign investors to capitalize on the huge agricultural potentials in the Niger Delta by making substantial investment in climate-resilient farming. This investment, he noted, would not only ensure food security for the masses, but also empower local communities to initiate climate adaptation programs that would address the environmental challenges in the oil-rich region.
So I'm excited to let everyone know about what we are doing, food scarcity in the Niger Delta, at the same time to find ways of continually improving the lives of our rural women and our youth.
High Chief Ita was at the recently concluded COP29 in Baku, Azerbaijan, where he presented a paper on climate change mitigation and adaptation at a site event organized by the Alliance for Food Security Action in Africa, a global coalition dedicated to promoting sustainable farming practices across the continent. Through his Uzezi greenhouse farms located in Ole, Isoko South local government area of Delta State, High Chief Enahoro Ita is using a controlled environment to cultivate vegetables and other crops, contributing to food sufficiency in the Niger Delta region. High Chief Enahoro also called on subnational government in the region as well as the Niger Delta Development Commission (NDDC) to either provide funding or forge partnerships with entities like Uzezi Greenhouse Farms to boost food production in the region and enhance resilience in local communities.
Inside the Niger Delta,